I'm Katie Major and I'm the Senior Sustainability and Agricultural Manager for Danish Crown. And I've been working in the meat and have worked in the dairy sectors for over 15 years now. And what that's meant is that I've had great exposure to large corporate companies, family-run businesses, farms, and on those journeys I've had exposure to lots of different people, lots of different company structures, lots of different challenges and opportunities along the way. And I think as a result of that, it's allowed me to be a good listener and hopefully a good mentor. So, as cheesy as this may sound, and it's going to sound cheesy, I genuinely believe there is absolutely no greater gift than giving back, and I mean that. I completely thrive on helping other people, and the Meet Business Women mentorship programme has allowed me to connect with many different women across the industry, where hopefully I've been able to share nuggets of knowledge and from my own experience throughout my work and personal life to help guide them on their journeys within their careers moving forward. I'm a very strong believer that creating good rapport with others is absolutely integral to building a long-lasting, good mentor-mentee relationship. Being able to make someone feel comfortable in an environment where they know that everything is totally confidential within that space is vitally important to allow someone to open up and build that level of trust with each other. So then you're able to actually help someone through this mentoring mentee journey. And that's what I believe is really important about building the basis of a good mentor-mentee relationship. I love how every mentee that I've helped through their journey has brought something completely different to the table, whether that's different conversation, different line of thought. It's always been very varied and very insightful. I've not only hopefully been able to share and guide with some of my experiences, like I mentioned earlier, but also I found that mentees that I've worked with have offered me something as well in return, which is understanding how could I potentially approach a situation differently, or who is it that I would contact if this happened, etc., etc. And that's super valuable for how you progress in your career or in your personal life. So the amount of times I've heard people say to me, I just don't have the time, or I'm far too busy, I can't fit it in. That is such a bad excuse for not spending the time on yourself to upskill and to develop, whether that's personally or professionally or both, to be perfectly honest. It's vital for you as a person, understanding more, being well-rounded, and actually what's it going to do other than add value to yourself moving forward? So I'm a strong believer that actually everyone can carve out the time to spend that time on personal and professional development. And I remember someone saying to me in a previous job, you know, Katie, carve out an hour of your week and spend that on yourself doing personal development. And now that's exactly what I do. And that's also exactly what I would advise the people that I mentor to do, and internal colleagues as well, because ultimately that is something you have control over, and it is something that you can spend 1 hour every Friday, for example, where you just put in that time to spend going onto the Meet Business Women website, checking out some of the webinars, and upskilling. Is absolutely brilliant, and I really strongly recommend it to anyone that I work with within the mentorship programme. In my opinion, the top skills that a mentor needs to have are active listening. That's completely crucial to building this open, honest, trustworthy relationship and rapport with your mentee. I tend to go by the values of listen more than you speak. really you're going to find those little hidden gems in there when you're really understanding what your mentee is saying to you, and that's crucial for building that platform and that really solid foundation together. The other thing that I've identified is empathy and having an empathetic nature there, and I listen to what people have got to say and understand, you know, what the real problems are, if there are problems that they're discussing. But that comes from that empathy side and actually wanting to make a difference to this person and help them on their mentor-mentee journey. And the last thing that I've identified is around having a non-judgmental bias. So when you're having that mentorship with someone, for them to be able to really open up to you and talk about whatever it is they wish to talk about, you cannot enter that discussion with having a bias around what you think they should be doing, or what you think they should be saying, or how you think they should be behaving, because that's not going to help anyone within this journey. So those are my three things: active listening, empathetic nature, and non-judgmental bias. As nuts as it may sound, I have experienced imposter syndrome before, but quite genuinely, never when I've actually been mentoring people. And I can only put that down to the fact that I'm quite confident when I am mentoring that I believe in what I'm saying, and I believe in how I am trying to guide people on their journey to achieve what they want to achieve. And I feel very privileged to have had great experiences throughout my personal and working career and life so far, which therefore allows me to be honest and open and genuine about how I talk to others, and especially mentees. So the advice I would give people who are potentially suffering from imposter syndrome is this: don't forget that we have all had experiences, and therefore we all have something to share. And whether that's in your work life or in your personal life, there will be ideas and outcomes and management techniques that have been derived from those experiences. So this is what you can pull on to offer a mentee in terms of how you might advise someone moving forward and guide them on their personal journey. And everything you have to say is always valid. So don't ever knock yourself and think, I don't know what I'm doing here, and I don't think I've got the expertise to do this, and I don't think I've got the, working history to be able to mentor. You absolutely do. It's having that faith in yourself to be able to share what you've done in your past with someone else who can hopefully understand and take those little golden nuggets on their journey to have a equally incredibly well-rounded and great experience.